What is the biggest crime manufacturers are committing against the consumers today? I've discussed this a few times in other videos, and I want to kind of go and take a deeper dive on this topic. Now, what is the biggest complaint that people have today? You don't have to answer that question because it's a duh kind of a moment. Obviously, it's pricing. Everyone is complaining about prices. Like, these are your Super Duties. These are your half tons. Let's go ahead and find one of these top trims. All you gotta do is look at the back of the tailgate. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Right, I got 3 right there in a row. Anytime you're looking at a platinum trim on an F-150, these trucks are gonna cost quite a bit of money. $85,000. This is a 702A equipment group, which means this is not the top trim. Now granted, it is the top trim for the blackout, but there is I believe it's a 703A equipment group for this truck. And oh buddy, when you get over to these Super Duties, these trucks are even more expensive. Let's go ahead and see if we can find a platinum here. I didn't walk by one, did I? Nope. Oh, here we go. I got one coming right up in that brand new Avalanche color. This is a good looking truck, by the way. Now, this is not a decked out platinum. There's a few things missing. This truck is $97,500. Holy smokes. And it doesn't get much better at GMC. Now, this is their sold line. So this is a Denali Ultimate, has the diesel and a half ton. This is $84,305. Here's an AT4, just a regular AT4 HD. Let's see, this might be a 3500. It is. This is $90,010, and it gets a little bit worse. There it is, the most expensive GMC truck you can buy. This is $105,220, and it's still missing options. And then there's Ram. If you want to see expensive, you gotta check out the Tungsten. This guy over here comes in at $95,185, more expensive than a 3500 AT4 HD. They also have these HD trucks with that limited trim package. Let's go ahead and find one real quickly. They have 2. This one's about $101,000, and this one comes in at $103,000 for a dually truck. Now granted, this is the Mac Daddy, this is the king of the hill, and as I said, $103,745. Now I'm sure you guys are asking, why are you doing this video? Let's discuss the purpose of this one, because I know a lot of people talk about pricing, because that is a big deal in the marketplace, not just for trucks, but even if you're looking at SUVs, EVs, there's just a huge price discrepancy. They got a lot of these Tungstens coming in. They got one right there, one over here. I mean, these are $90,000+ trucks, and they're coming in groves, and they'll be gone in a few months. They will be gone. But here's why we're doing this video. The automotive world has entered a new chapter, and our automobiles are more technologically advanced. Now, as things evolve, they should get more reliable. That's the census typically. Normally when a new model is brought out with a new powertrain, drivetrain, you will have some issues the first model years, but during time, those issues get ironed out and they become better. When you think about autos today, it doesn't seem like they're built to last. See, I'm one of those people who were very, very, very against China bringing their autos here. But after talking to one of my friends, C-Tech, you guys know Barry, C-Tech, has a great channel, you should go check him out. He has actually kind of convinced me that we might need more competition here in the States. And the reason why I say that is because our autos have evolved, but they're not per se better. They're not better than ever because They cost a lot more to own, but there's really no tangible benefits to them. And the reason why I'm doing this video in particular is because the factory warranties should have evolved with how expensive and how technologically advanced these cars have gotten. I can't say that word typically, but yeah, they've gotten so much more technologically advanced. A 3-year 36 warranty just doesn't cut it. Now, obviously, if you were to go check out a new EV, EVs do have 2 warranties. They have one for the electric drivetrain and the battery. It's an 8-year, 100,000 mile warranty. If you were to go over to Lexus, Mercedes, BMW, Audi, they have what I call the premium warranty. They have a 4-year, 50,000 mile bumper to bumper. Now, the reason why they have a better warranty is because they're a more premium brand. They obviously have a premium price, and with that premium price should come better warranty. They also have a 6-year, 70 powertrain. I just showed you guys trucks over $90,000. Most of the trucks I showed you have the potential to be over 90 grand up into the $100,000 range. In my humble opinion, the manufacturers have not done anything to help give peace of mind to our autos. Now, who was the first auto to actually give a warranty on the car? I don't have the answer to that question, but I do have an article I'm going to read to you guys here. So if you haven't done so yet, this is a good time to subscribe to the channel. Make sure your bell notification on so you don't miss an upload. Let's check out this article. So here is the article. This is the evolution of the car warranty by CapitalOne.com, which is an auto finance and a credit card company, I believe. From 0 to 150,000 miles in 120 years. It's a pretty good title. Now, as you scroll down, you can read the quick takes, but I'm going to take you through this article. It says here, while every new passenger vehicle for sale in the United States comes with a warranty from its manufacturer these days, such has not always been the case. Current automotive warranties are the result of more than a century of continuously evolving technological and marketing related factors. So, technological and marketing related factors. Remember that. Car warranties have been around for more than 100 years. When Henry Ford and his Ford Motor Company began selling the revolutionary Model T in 1908, the company didn't offer a legally binding warranty. Instead, you got Henry's bona fide agreement, just kidding, which was the 25,000 successful cars bearing the Ford imprint are in use today and are just so many testimonies of Ford's success. This is your guarantee when you buy a Ford. That's all they gave you. It was just like a handshake saying, we built a good product. The Maxwell Motor Company, ancestor of the Chrysler Corporation, gave buyers of its Maxwell cars a 90-day warranty against defects, but that didn't cover tires, rims, magnetos, coils, batteries, or lamps. And customers had to bring the offending components to one of Maxwell factories at the car owner's expense. But the middle 1920s, however, Ford was providing a 90-day warranty for parts and a 30-day warranty for labor on its US market cars. Over the next few decades, this became something of an industry standard. So we just learned a good bit about the past. What happens when a new automotive company comes out? Normally, it requires everyone to get on board and to compete. See, I think that most of the automotive manufacturers are working together. That's why we're not really seeing a big change, a big shift in the pricing. That's why we're not seeing a big change, a big shift in the warranty, because they're all working together. Which is why now I truly believe we need more competition in the States. See, Maxwell Motor Company, what happened when he came on the scene? They brought out a 90-day warranty against defects. Now, granted, it was a terrible warranty, but the fact of the matter is it brought something new to the table. And that's why I think we also need a new automotive company like BYD, which is Chinese. And I normally wouldn't say this because I want to be all-American, but sometimes all-American can get you in trouble if you're not careful, because as you guys can see, things have just gotten so expensive and no one has a solution to bring prices down. But let's keep reading. Better components meant better warranties. By the second half of the 1950s, advances in automotive technology, particularly in metallurgy, oil and gasoline quality, fuel delivery and ignition systems, and electrical components, meant that new vehicles took longer to suffer breakdowns and did so less frequently. In the early 1960s, manufacturers were stretching warranties well past 90 days, though such warranties often applied only to powertrains. Then the Ford Motor Company gave buyers of new 1961 Lincoln Continentals a reassuring 1 year or 12,000 mile warranty against defects for the entire car, with exceptions, of course. For the following year, the new Continental had a 2-year or 24,000 mile warranty, with ordinary Fords and Mercurys following suit soon after. Warranties became a selling point. They were the equivalent of a feature to rival bigger engines, another transmission gear, or a swankier upholstery. The warranty wars begin. Advancements in materials, quality, and design of powertrains over the decades of a car development meant that major mechanical failures started to be more of an exception than the norm. For example, the lessons learned about piston engine development during World War II and the evolution of production techniques gave powertrain hardware a huge leap forward. By the mid-1960s, Chrysler was building new cars and trucks with 5-year or 50,000 mile warranties covering everything from the water pump to the differential. The competition had to keep up, and soon the American Motor Corporation was matching that powertrain warranty and tossing in a 2-year or 24,000 mile warranty on the entire automobile. Bigger and better warranties have come recently. Once imported vehicles started to account for an ever-increasing chunk of the U.S. new car market, the fight to lure customers into showrooms with ever stronger warranties heated up. In the middle 1970s, Chrysler offered the Clincher, a warranty that covered the whole vehicle except for tires, for 1 year and unlimited miles. What could beat that? How about a year of full car covers plus a loaner car and expense reimbursement for 1980 AMCs? International Harvester even introduced an impressive 5-year, 100,000 mile warranty in its final year of Scout production. There were also cases such as that of the notoriously trouble-prone Cadillac V8 6.4 engine, in which manufacturers retroactively extended warranties to counter bad publicity. Today, auto manufacturers with strong reputations for build quality might get away with warranties as short as 3 years, 36,000 miles for their vehicles, while car makers catch buyers' eyes with much mightier warranties. Things have become interesting with warranties for electric vehicles because the comparatively simpler drivetrains could improve their lifespan compared with their internal combustion counterparts. The vehicle's long-term battery life, however, remains something of an unknown. Tesla promises 8 years and up to 150,000 miles with at least 70% of battery capacity. Rivian warranty is similar. As I said earlier in this video, automobiles have evolved pretty quickly within the last, I would say, decade. But the only thing that has not evolved, as you guys saw, was a warranty. And normally when you're building a better product, that means that the warranties can be extended out for longer terms for the new vehicle warranty. But they're not doing that. See, electric cars have done it, right? Because their components aren't as complex as a internal combustion engine. So I was totally against China bringing their cars over here because their prices are way, way cheaper than ours. But I feel as though the manufacturers need some competition. These guys, and I'm telling you, I never thought about it this way. See, I try to be all American as much as I can. Try to support this country as much as I can. But if the automobile companies are not going to do something about it, if not one of them are going to stand up and do something better than employee pricing, then we need more competition. We need to fix the market. And how do you fix inflation? You got to bring someone cheaper in. And that's the only way you can do it. I know people are going to disagree with me, but if you are the person who disagrees with me, but yet you keep complaining in the comment section about pricing, then what's the solution? The solution is this. I'm not for it either, but I think that this is the best way to do it. There's too many cars on the market today that are well over $50,000. I mean, when I saw the price, I don't do videos on Toyota Sienna minivans, but when I saw Sienna price, I'm like, holy smokes, who's paying $60,000 for a minivan? Just get a Suburban at that point. I mean, seriously, like just get a Suburban. But I don't want to take away the fact here. The fact is the cars have gotten better. By no means, a work truck today is almost like a luxury truck of 10 years ago in some cases, 15 years ago, right? The only thing missing on them is just leather seats. So I do understand the price point has gone up simply because the cars have gotten so much better. So then give us a better warranty. Give us a 5-year 60, the way Kia and Hyundai does for the basic warranty. And then give us that 10-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty. If you're building the cars better, right? Cars should have gotten better over these years. So give us a better warranty or lower the price. I think that this is something that has to happen. If they can't bring the prices down, then maybe there should be more competition coming into the States.